This is Brad Meter with All About Hawaii, area sales manager here in Portland, Oregon, where it's pouring and rain, and I think Diener's down in Southern California or Northern California. I think it's pouring and rain down there. So with that said, that's good for business to send people to Hawaii. And I know everything is pretty busy right at the moment, and the phones are ringing, so we're excited about that, and hopefully your office is busy as well. So we're going to have an overview of the Marriott properties today, and if you want to take out your yellow book and jot some notes along the way, normally I have a little blurb on each or the property that we're going to present out of the yellow book, but this particular time, since we have so many properties, I decided just to give the number, and Dean will reference those. We are working on our 2019 color brochure that should be quickly decided, and hopefully we'll have that to the printer soon and out to you. If you need some, go ahead and send me an email, and I will put you on the list, and we will get those out to you as soon as possible. So with that said, I'm going to turn the presentation over to Diener. And you have the controls.
All right, guys. So aloha again. Like Brad said, I'm Diener Snively with Marriott Resorts Hawaii, based out of Northern California. So I'm the West Coast, Midwest, and all of Canada sales manager. But there's three of us in the field. And at the end of our presentation, there is a slide that highlights the three account executives that are here to help you and service you. But like Brad said, we do have 16 properties to go through. Please don't roll your eyes. I am not going to, show you every room category and every restaurant. What I'll try and do is show you, there's one slide per hotel. I'll give you some highlights, who is either going into a renovation, who just came out of a renovation. And at the end of our presentation, if you've got any questions that I possibly can answer, please go ahead and ask that. So I'll get started, and we will go island by island. And let me see. Brad, did you turn it over to me?
Yeah, you should have it.
Okay. I'm not moving.
There you go.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Sorry, guys. All right, so here we go. If we look at the island map, we are on all four main Hawaiian islands. Like I said, we do have 16 properties that we currently manage, and that's what I represent. We have many more properties out there that are franchised. What I'll say is, if you have a booking for anything Marriott in Hawaii, and you're not sure who to go to, you can always just come directly to me. And if it's not something that I manage, I can at least connect you to the right person on that on the property. So use me as your go-to Marriott guy. So we'll start with the island of Kauai, and that is the oldest of all our main islands. And we have several properties there, two to be exact. So we'll start with the Sheraton Kauai Resort. That will be located on page 71, number 16. This resort came out of full room renovations last year. And when I say room renovations, I mean the beach side and ocean side wings. Currently across the street where we have our garden rooms, that is being turned into our villa product. So that will relaunch sometime this year, later in the year, as our Sheraton Villa products. Those will be studios and one-bedroom units, which will then make up two-bedroom units. So when you sell the resort through All About, every time anytime you make a booking for the Sheraton Kauai Resort, if you make a booking for the resort, it will always be on the ocean side. All right, so moving forward, I will even advise moving forward from now until we relaunch, place all of your clients on the resort side, because there is a lot of construction going on the garden side. So I would just kind of stay away from putting anybody in a garden room, because they will have some issues with some noise and construction views and et cetera. So again, put everybody on the resort side, which would be the ocean and beach wings. All right, moving on to our Kauai Marriott Resort. Okay, what's great about this resort is that we sit at Kalapaki Bay. Kalapaki Bay is a protected bay naturally. So no matter what time of year, and normally during the winter months, a lot of the beaches on Kauai are not the safest for swimming. And that's just because of the way the tides and the currents come through. So what's great about this property is, because the bay is protected naturally by the mountain range, clients can go into the waters off of our beach all year round. So it's a great option. Another good selling point for this property is that the resort sits in Lihue by the airport, but it is not an airport hotel. But having said that, it is centrally located for anyone to kind of use this as their launching point to go out and explore, up to Poipu or down to Princeville, wherever they want to go. But this hotel is centrally located, and we are known for the largest single-level swimming pool, which I call the Plumeria or the hibiscus pool, as you can see on the top right-hand corner. No new changes here. We're hoping to come up with a room refresh starting this year, but no date set, no designs yet. So just kind of keep that in the back of your mind. All right. Now we're going to fly over to the island of Oahu, where we have the majority of our resorts. And we'll start with our luxury hotels and then move on down. So the new kid on the block, the Ritz-Carlton Residences Waikiki. We initially had just one tower, but we currently opened Tower 2 as of October of last year. This is a great option for somebody who wants a condo-like concept with the Ritz-Carlton amenities. We have studios 1, 2, 3, up to 4 bedroom units that people could buy into or utilize through All About. What's great about this property is even though it does not sit on the beach, it sits across of Fort DeRussy, which is an open field. All of the rooms have ocean views. So, you know, no matter what floor you're on, starting from the 8th floor up, all of those units will have ocean views. The studios are on the lower floors, and as you go higher, that's when we start to open up to the 2, 3, 4 bedroom units. Again, great option for somebody who wants a condo-like concept with all of the Ritz-Carlton amenities that they would expect. All right, moving on over. And I don't know why I'm not, there we go. Sorry guys, it went too fast. The next hotel, the Royal Hawaiian, a luxury collection hotel. What's great about this property, it's the iconic Pink Palace of the Pacific. We did do a refresh of soft goods and carpeting in the historic tower last year. We will move into the Mailani Tower this year and do carpeting in the hallways. So that will be pretty seamless. Nothing major going on here. It was time for a refresh in the historic tower. So things are looking good. I mean, this is one of the handful of resorts that we have that is oceanfront. So this is iconic old Hawaii, what somebody really thinks about when they think of Hawaii back in the day where there was nothing else. This is a great option for them. Its sister property, the first resort ever built in Waikiki, the beautiful Moana Surfrider at Westin Resort and Spa. Again, we do have the historic wings as well as the more modern tower. Nothing major going on here. Again, another great option for somebody who wants to be beachfront. Again, great views of obviously the Pacific. Then depending on where you are positioned, you can also even see Diamond Head. So again, another beachfront, oceanfront property for us. Moving on over to our beautiful Waikiki Beach Marriott Resort and Spa. This property sits across the street from Kalakaua Beach. Great property because 85% of our rooms have some type of ocean view. We redid our lobby about 2 years ago. We will start all of our room renovations literally as we speak. It should start next week. The bottom right-hand picture is what the model room looks like. This is what the new rooms will look like once we are completed. We're hoping to do each tower. We have 2 towers. They're hoping to do each tower between 3 to 5 months. Again, we haven't started yet, but we're about to start, I believe, either next week or the week after. And that should take us, you know, well into early summer. So we're hoping that we can stick to those timelines. But as you know, with the renovation, everything is, you know, it's a moving target. So it's just hard to pin it down. But I think and in the outcome, when we're done, the property will look spectacular. So stay tuned for that. Moving on over to our Sheraton Waikiki. They started their room renovations as of last week, Monday. This is a large property, you guys. It has 3 different wings that's, you know, jut out. We are closing 300 rooms at a time. We're buffering floors. We're not doing common lobby areas because that was done about 1.5 years ago. We're only touching the rooms. So the top right-hand picture is the picture of what the new rooms will look like. And I apologize for not pointing out the page numbers on the yellow book, but this is page 28, number 56 for the Sheraton Waikiki. What's great about this property is, again, it is a beachfront property, one of the few handful hotels that really have space in Waikiki. We have that beautiful infinity pool, which was voted the best infinity pool in the Pacific. So we won a great prize. We were excited about that. But very fortunate to have that pool and the Malohini pool as, you all know space is limited in Waikiki, so to have that meandering pool is quite, we are very fortunate to have that. But again, this hotel is starting their room renovations as of last week, and it will go into early next year. So it is a long project for us. But again, the final product, when it's done, is going to be well received for sure. All right, moving on to page 22, number 35, the Sheraton Princess Kaiulani. We did pool and lobby renovations last year. Some of our upper floor rooms did go through a refresh. Nothing major happening here. The way I would sell this property is if somebody is on a budget for Waikiki, this is a great lead-in hotel. Again, it sits across the street from the beach. So depending on what floors they are assigned, they will be able to have Diamond Head views, ocean views, in fact. Again, great lead-in property across the street from the Moana Surfrider. All right, we're gonna move on. Now we're flying over to the island of Maui, and we'll first start up in Kapalua, where we have the beautiful Ritz-Carlton residences and resorts. This property was fully renovated as of last year, all rooms, all room categories. Again, great option for somebody who wants that Ritz-Carlton feel and amenities. So you can also book the residences, again, which will have small kitchens and dining areas, and et cetera. Or they can book directly into the resort, which will be the basic rooms. But again, all of the rooms have the same look. It is the standard for the Ritz-Carlton brand, and all of the amenities that you would expect that goes along with that. All right, moving on down to Kaanapali, we have the Westin Maui Resort and Spa. This property, unfortunately, I don't have any of the new pictures yet, but if you sideline and email me later, I can email you some shots of the new lobby that we just opened, the new parking structure that we just opened, and the new renovated rooms that we just did in the beach wing. Those are all done as of January, as of this month, earlier this month. We have nothing going on as we speak, but we plan to start the pool area and some of our food outlets in late March. I do not have a timeline yet of what will be done when, but stay tuned for that. We obviously would send out that notice to All About so they can, inform you when you're making your bookings. But we plan to do, like I said, the pool area and some of our food outlets starting in March. The beach wing was completely renovated. It looks spectacular. I wish I had the pictures loaded for this presentation, but they weren't ready as of yet, but I do have them now. So again, on the sideline, if you want those pictures or you want to see images, just let me know. And this again is page 50, number 42 for the Westin Maui. All right, now moving over to Wailea, where we have our beautiful Wailea Beach Resort. It's page 54, number 54. This resort came out of full room renovation. Earlier last year, we did a $100 million redo of this property. We touched every part of it. As you can see, the bottom right is our new room product. The bottom left is our Nalu Adventure Water Park, where we have 4 water slides. 2 of those water slides are the tallest and longest in the entire state. So this is something quite exciting. Initially, we thought all the kids would be, hovering around this spot, but deep down, everyone seems to enjoy it. Adults to children to everybody. We did add a movie house. We have a kids room. We have a kids club. We have a game room. So really something for everyone. With the movie house, what we do is we show a movie a night. If the weather isn't cooperating with us, which it can, every now and then, rain, we do get the rain in Hawaii, mostly during our winter season. We then will show movies throughout the day, and people can kind of just come in and plop themselves down on those large, oversized bean bags, and we have a popcorn machine that, people can help themselves. So a great option if somebody wants to be in Wailea. So keep us in mind. Now going back up to Kaanapali, the first resort ever built in Kaanapali, the beautiful Sheraton Maui Resort and Spa. They came out of full room renovations last year. So as you can see, bottom right, this is our new room. There's 3 different schemes that they went with. Maui no Kauai, or Maui Nui, consisting of Maui, Lanai, and Molokai. We took the colors from each of those 3 islands, and so each of the different wings on property have a different color scheme. Blues, some have reds and oranges, and then some have greens. So again, we kind of tapped Maui Nui as the theme. All of the rooms, like I said, got fully renovated. And of course, we have our, famous torch lighting ceremony at Black Rock where they come and light the torches and then the person dives into the water. So it's quite spectacular at sunset. People come from all of the other resorts in the area to come and watch that lighting ceremony. So keep that in mind as well. All right, we're moving to our Courtyard Maui Kahului Airport, page 47, number 31. This is an airport hotel. This sits by the Kahului Airport next door to Costco. The way I would sell this property is that if somebody is coming in on a late flight, put them here for a night, or vice versa. If they're flying out on an early morning flight, put them here the night before. They can catch the free shuttle to the property. Next day, either pick up a car or return it, and then get their car and then go either check into their condo, or if they're staying at one of our other resorts, they can do that. I just think coming in on a late night flight, driving to those resorts when you're not familiar with the island could be a little, not as easy for everyone because we don't have freeways like we do in the mainland with, all the lights and everything. So if someone's not familiar, I would just say this is a great option to just kind of put them for a day or a night before. It's not going to be your top seller because it's not a beachfront property, but I think it's a great option if somebody's just kind of flying in and flying out. All right. And then our last resort on Maui, our residence in Maui, Wailea, it's page 49, number 38. This is a new resort. This opened about 2 years ago. It is, our residences are like our condo-like concept. So they have kitchens, studios, 1 and 2 bedroom units. This comes with the complimentary breakfast in the morning, which is the standard for the residence inns. This sits up on the hill about a half a mile up from the Wailea Beach Resort. So even though it isn't ocean front, a lot of the rooms have ocean views and they sit so high up that they really do overlook all of the other hotels below. I will give you a teaser that next door we are opening and we broke ground on a new AC Hotel Wailea, which will open early 2020. And so it is under construction as we speak. There's no issues with the construction next door to the Residence Inn, but it is going to be an exciting option, which I'm sure All About will get once we are built, etc. And last but not least, we'll fly over to my home island, the island of Hawaii Island, where we have 2 resorts. We'll start with the Waikoloa Beach Marriott, page 84, hotel number 18. This resort was fully renovated as of last year. What's great about this property is that the Big Island being the baby of all the main Hawaiian islands, it's still growing. As we all know, the lava and the eruption was quite spectacular last year. It has since stopped, but the island continues to grow. So having said that, Mother Nature hasn't had its time to take its place and open up these beaches, but we're very fortunate to have a beautiful beach that we front, which is Anai Ho'omalu Bay. Which all beaches in Hawaii, if you don't know, are public. So even though the hotel sits in front of this beach, it is not our beach. I like to claim it's our beach, but really it's open to the public. But for the most part, we do have a dedicated spot where our guests can go and enjoy Anai Ho'omalu Bay. Again, we are sitting in Waikoloa. This hotel was the first hotel built in that area. So sunsets are incredible from any of these hotels in that area. And again, the rooms, like I said, were fully renovated as of last year, and you can see that on the bottom right-hand corner. And last but not least, the beautiful Sheraton Kona Resort and Spa at Keauhou. What's great about this property, even though it is not a beachfront property, it does hug that coastline. What's spectacular about this resort is that we do shine those big lights into the water at night, and that attracts the plankton, which then attracts the mantas. So we have a great restaurant/bar called Mantas on the bay, where people come and kind of just enjoy that whole area. It is a great lead-in property. We are in the plans to hopefully go through a full refresh of this property, but until then, it's status quo. But again, it's a great, if somebody wants to be out in the Kona area, price point wise, this is going to be your best bet. Moving on to some of our programs that we have. We do have a great amenity program called ALOHA Amenity. It is online, as you can see that email address at the bottom, the web address at the bottom. What's great about our amenity program is once you fill out that online form, We then track our MAHALO rewards, which is our agent incentive for you, and we track that for you automatically. So it's seamless to you. The basic payout for and depending on the hotel, so I can't be specific, but it could be a 4-night or a 5-night package. The basic payout starts at $50. What we normally do is once your guests stay, we verify the booking, that everything was paid in full, that they did stay. And normally between 60 to 75 days after they return, we then automatically send you your Visa gift card. Like I said, which the basic payout would be $50, but depending on time of year and room category, that amount could go up. Sometimes we have a suite promotion that could be $150 payout. So this again is seamless to you. All you do is fill out the ALOHA amenity. We then again will track the MAHALO rewards, and if you qualify, we'll go ahead and send that to you normally 60 to 75 days after your client's return. And don't forget that on our SPG legacy properties, many of our hotels have a club experience. Depending on the hotel, sometimes you have to book a certain wing, sometimes it's a certain room category. However, Hawaii will, for the most part, will never have all-inclusive. So this is a way for us to say this is almost like an all-inclusive, because you get your breakfast in the morning, small pairings of food throughout the day with normally free bottomless mimosas in the morning, and then in the evenings, wine and beer. So this kind of gives them the feel of having an all-inclusive, but not a true full-fledged all-inclusive option. But again, these are the properties that have it. Obviously you can see it, but if you have questions about them, again, feel free to go ahead and email me at the end. And on behalf of Marriott Resorts Hawaii, myself and our entire team, we want to thank you for your partnership throughout the years and your partnership for 2019.